What's up, everybody? Welcome to another weekend here with On the Go at CeeLo, our last weekend here on the Go at CeeLo. It's been a long season, and we're here to crown a champion of all three races. We're going to talk about it here today. We're in Avondale, Arizona at the Phoenix Raceway, and this is the last year for the Phoenix Raceway to hold the championship since it's going back to Miami next year in 2026. Now, all three series will crown their champs this weekend as it's been a long, grueling season since February. And I'm sure all these guys and families and everybody is ready for a break. But we got to crown a champion first. So let's take a look on Friday night. Tonight, the NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series will run their NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series Championship race. It's 150 laps, 150 miles. Now, Corey Heim, Ty Majeski, Tyler Ankrum, and a surprise driver, Caden Honeycutt, who started this season with Nice Motorsports and ended the season with Halmar Friesen Racing after taking over for Stuart Friesen after that horrible wreck he had on the dirt track a couple months back. Now, Ty Majeski, and he's the defending champion, and he looks to win his very first race of the year as Thorsport has been winless on the track this year, but we'll see if he can defend his championship with a win, and we'll see how it goes. Now, on Saturday night, the NASCAR Xfinity Series will run their last race of the season, and four drivers look to win a championship in the NASCAR Xfinity Series championship race. That's 200 laps, 200 miles. Now, two teams are represented in this championship for Junior Motorsports with three, and Richard Childress with one. Now that's Connor Zillich, Carson Quaffle, and Justin Allgaier with Junior Motorsports, who have pretty much dominated this season. And then Jesse Love is the other driver. So now Carson Quaffle and Connor Zillich look to become the fourth rookie to win a NASCAR Xfinity Series championship. And now Justin Allgaier finished fifth in Phoenix in March, and he is the highest. He was the highest position of all the championship four drivers this spring. Now Joe Gibbs Racing, the 19 Eric Amarola, and Richard Childress Racing, Austin Hill are in the owners championship for, along with Junior Motorsports, Connor Zillich, and Justin Allgaier. So Junior Motorsports could win the championship and the owners championship, but we'll get into those later in the video. Now, Jesse Love will finish top 10 in all three Phoenix starts, including a runner up in March of 2024. So he knows how to race here as well. So this is going to be a tight race. NASCAR also suspended other news in the NASCAR Xfinity Series. NASCAR suspended Sam Mayer for one race for intentionally wrecking Jeb Burton after the checkered flag last week. Crazy stuff at Martinsville. So Ryan Sieg will drive the 41 Haas factory team at Phoenix, while Kyle Sieg will move to RSS Racing. And also Ryan Sieg is going to make his 400th start in the NASCAR Xfinity Series start this weekend at Phoenix. Also, this is the very last time you will hear as fast as Xfinity Mobile, because Xfinity Series is leaving NASCAR, and this is the last race for the NASCAR Xfinity Series, and it'll be the O'Reilly Auto Parts Series starting in 2026. So that should be interesting. O'Reilly's. Now on Sunday, the NASCAR Cup Series boys that will make their very last start of the year in the NASCAR Cup Series Championship race. That's 312 miles, 312 laps. Now Joe Gibbs Racing versus Hendrick Motorsports. Four drivers: Danny Hamlin, Chase Briscoe, Kyle Larson, and Willie B. While Willie Byron will run for the championship on Sunday evening. And Kyle Larson's the only former Cup champion in the championship four, and nobody else has won one. Now, Willie Byron is the only championship four driver that raced for a championship last year here at Phoenix. Now, Chase Briscoe is the only driver in the championship four uh, for the very first time. Now, Denny Hamlin has been here before, been there, done that, got the t-shirt and hat, but he's never claimed the big one. I'm hoping he does. Man, oh man, this will be amazing if he does. But Denny Hamlin finished second here in March, and Kyle Larson third. Willie B was sixth, and Chase Briscoe was 35th. So there was All these drivers except Chase has done well here this last spring. Denny Hamlin would also become the third oldest Cup Series driver since Bobby Allison did it. So that's going to be interesting to see what he can do. And in other news, Kyle Busch will become the 14th driver to make a 750 Cup start. So good for Rowdy there. And then Ricky Stenhouse Jr. will make his 400th consecutive Cup start this weekend. So good for him too as well. Now, after racing the Prime tire in the spring and option tires set up at Phoenix in March, Cup Series returns to a single tire specification for the season finale. So no craziness on the tire. So, all right. So we are ready for you all that need to know about the races. Now you need to know about the paint schemes for the rest of the crew. And when we come back, I'll go over the paint schemes for the championship 4 drivers, and I'll give you one or two that were my favorite of the week as well. So, all right. So here, and when we come back, I'll give you the championship 4 drivers, my favorite paint schemes. We'll go over the point standings quickly, as we all know the championship 4 drivers, and also we'll look at the owners' championship, and then we'll give you some early betting odds for the win and my picks to win the championships. So here are the paint schemes, and let's go. enjoyed those paint schemes like we do every Friday on our channel. We release a paint scheme and race weekend preview to get you ready for the weekends with us. We have released a paint scheme and race weekend preview every weekend here since the Daytona 500 weekend, actually before the Daytona 500 weekend. So we're bringing you the content to get you ready for the weekends, to know how the paint schemes are, what races there are, what's the betting, all that stuff. We've done it for you this year. So we hope you enjoyed our content and look forward to you watching some more when you come back next year. All right, so remember, every Friday we release a paint scheme and race weekend preview, and if you're a member, you get those paint scheme and race weekend previews early. If you're a pro member or an MVP member, you have early access to those memberships. All right, so normally we give you my favorite paint schemes for most of the field, but we're going to stick with the championship 4 drivers, and I'll also give you one favorite from each division. And we're going to start with the NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series. Ty Majeski in that number 98, the defending champion. The Soda Sense Curb Records Ford Thor Sport Racing looking for their very first win. Then there's the 52 of Caden Honeycutt in that Halmar International Toyota. Halmar Friesen Racing. It's going to be something here, as maybe this team could win a championship. This team won in Michigan with Stuart Friesen, and then, of course, the horrible accident for him. But Caden Honeycutt doing a great job in his running here. And then there's Tyler Ankrum, then Lanai Chevrolet, McNally Higelman Racing. See what he can do. So there's that one. He runs that paint scheme pretty much all the time. And then there's Corey Heim. If he doesn't win this, I don't know what's going to happen, but he has dominated this series. It should be his to win, but we'll see how it goes. But he's in that Safe Light Toyota and Tricon Garage. And then here's my other favorite paint scheme of the week that's non-playoff or non-4 constructors. Brent Cruz in that Mobile One Toyota Tricon as well, Garage. You know I love the Mobile One paint schemes. All right, here's the NASCAR Xfinity Series paint schemes that I like. Connor Zilich, trying to get the top 4 here. Connor Zilich in that WeatherTech Chevrolet Junior Motorsports, dominating this year. We'll see what happens. Can he win? Justin Allgaier in that Brandt Chevrolet Junior Motorsports, number 7. We'll see if he can like that one as well. Jesse Love in that Wheeling Chevrolet RCR Plain Jane, just like he's run all season. Jesse Love, we'll see what he can do. Carson Quaffle in that Bass Pro Shops Chevrolet got in there at that last minute there last week. So we'll see. These 4 drivers, there's the paint schemes. And then one favorite out of the championship 4 is the 14 Garrett Smithley in the Thermotech Chevrolet and the SS Greenlight Chevrolet. So there's those. All right, here is the NASCAR Cup Series, my favorite paint schemes. Now we're going to start with the 24, Willie B, who won last week. The Exalta Chevrolet, Jeff Gordon vibes going there. Gotta love that one. And then here's Chase Briscoe and number 19, Brass Pro Shops Toyota, Joe Gibbs Racing. See how this looks. Denny Hamlin in the 11, Progressive Toyota. Thank God it's not the Hawaiian Rolls, but there is the Progressive Toyota for Denny Hamlin. And then Kyle Larson in that Hendricks Cars.com Chevrolet. There it is. All 4 running for a championship. And then my favorite paint scheme non-playoff driver of the week, it is Michael McDowell in that Tide Chevrolet Spire Motorsports. Man, oh man, it brings back memories of old DW and that 17 Tide, baby. My favorite paint scheme of the week. So what was your favorite paint schemes? Make sure you comment in the comments below. All right, so now you know about the championship 4 drivers. We haven't really talked much about the owners' championships. They're all lots of drivers, teams battling for the owners' championship. So let's take a look at the NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series owners' championships going into the final race of the year. Tricon Garage plus 4,000, Halmar Friesen Racing at 4,000, Front Row Motorsports at 4,000, and Thor Sport Racing. All 4 of these going for an owner's championship. 3 of these are going for a driver's championship. We'll see if the 34 Lane Riggs did not make the championship for, if he can pull off the owner's championship for Front Row Motorsports. We discussed the championship for drivers for the NASCAR Xfinity Series, but we haven't discussed the Owners Championship. And let's take a look at that. Joe Gibbs Racing, Eric Almirola battling for a Owners Championship. Richard Childress Racing, Austin Hill battling for a Owners Championship. The 88 Connor Zilich and Junior Motorsports Justin Allgaier. All four of these drivers battling for a Owners Championship. Uh, Junior Motorsports and Richard Childress Racing trying to battle for a drivers championship as well. But Eric Almirola is in there and Austin Hill in there trying to ruin the day for Junior Motorsports Connor Zilich and Justin Allgaier to do both things on Saturday. And here is the NASCAR Cup Series Owners Championships. As we know, Briscoe, Hamlin, Byron, and Larson are all going for the championship driver points championship, but all four drivers are also going for the owners championship. So Joe Gibbs Racing, Denny Hamlin and Joe Gibbs Racing, Hendrick Motorsports for Willie B, and Hendrick Motorsports for Kyle Larson. They are the top four drivers. One of these teams is going to win an owners championship here on Sunday. Now it's time for my picks. My picks we do every week, but we also look at the early betting odds before we do my picks. So let's take a look at the betting odds for the NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series Championship race tonight on Friday night. Corey Heim at minus 125, Ty Majeski at plus 275, Lane Riggs at plus 500, Chandler Smith at plus 800, and then there's the other driver, Caden Honeycutt at plus 1200. And I'm going to take Corey Heim. He's got to win it. He's dominated this whole season. It would be a shame for him to lose the last race of the season. He's been dominating this whole entire time. So I'm taking Corey Heim to win the championship. For my dark horse to win the championship, I'm taking Caden Honeycutt. I would love to see this. Plus 1200. Let's go, Caden Honeycutt. An upset. Wow, would be amazing for this racing team for him to win this for them. And also in Stuart Friesen's honor. So we'll see how this goes, but there's my picks for the NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series racing race on Friday night. Here are my picks for here's the early betting odds for the NASCAR Xfinity Series Championship race on Saturday night. And Connor Zilich at plus 250. He's got the most wins by any driver in the NASCAR Xfinity Series. He has dominated. He has come from being hurt to back most top fives ever in a NASCAR Xfinity Series division. Justin Allgaier at plus 300, Eric Almirola at plus 400, Jesse Love at plus 1,000, and Carson Quaffle plus 1,000. And then you have some other folks down there if you wanted to look at other non-playoff drivers. Sammy Smith at 1,400, Sheldon Creed, Austin Hill at 2,200, running for a owners championship down there. Ryan Sieg in that 41. Let's see what he can do. But anything better than Sam Mayer at plus 2,500. But really looking at the championship for drivers here, and I'm going with the upset. Justin Allgaier, he gets the win, smashes the dreams of Connor Zilich with 10 plus wins. I think Allgaier shines here and shows that he is the true veteran on this team, the real driver on this team. But I think Justin Allgaier gets the win. He goes back to back NASCAR Xfinity Series championships, and that is that. For my dark horse, give me Jesse Love plus 1,000. Jesse Love, I'd love to see him win it. He has been ups and downs here this year, but man, oh man, we'll see if Jesse Love is my dark horse winner plus 1,000 for the championship. And last but not least, the NASCAR Cup Series championship race on Sunday. And I think everybody kind of knows where I'm going to go on this, but we'll go through the betting odds on this one. Denny Hamlin at plus 400, Willie B at plus 500, Kyle Larson at plus 500, Ryan Blaney at plus 650. He won here last year, or Logano won here last year. 700 for Chase Briscoe, Christopher Bell at 850, Logano at plus 1,000. I don't have to tell you who I'm picking because you already know. Please, Denny Hamlin, win this. You will probably literally see me cry on stream if he wins. It can't be anybody else other than that. I know you Denny haters out there hope he loses, but a lot of people are jumping on this bandwagon, including NASCAR, and I'm kind of afraid of that. But I'm taking Denny Hamlin, and he's my dark horse too. I can't bet against anybody else but him. Denny Hamlin's my pick, and he's my dark horse. I don't care that he's plus 400. I'm taking Denny Hamlin finally win the big one to get it off of his shoulder. Let's go, Denny Hamlin. Let's go. All right, guys. You all know all about the races now. You know about the paint schemes. You know about the standings, the championship four drivers for each division. You know the owners' championships as well. And you know the betting odds and you know who I'm picking. So, looking forward to the races this weekend. Can't wait to see who wins everything. Make sure you comment in the comments below. We can't wait to see who wins these championships as we've been here all year for them. So, looking forward to seeing everybody in the streams. We appreciate you for all your support this year. We appreciate your support on watching these videos every Friday and hope they have brought you some type of information going forward. And we'll try to do our best next year as well. So can't wait to see who wins. We thank you for watching. Make sure you hit the like on this video. Subscribe to the channel as well. We'll be back next year for some more NASCAR. And hype the video too. I don't say anything about hype in the video, but make sure you hype the video too as well. Well, thank you for watching, guys. I appreciate you taking your time to watch these videos every week for a long NASCAR season. And let's go, Denny Hamlin. Let's go.